Hello everyone, it's Juliet here. Today I'm going to talk about a case study of a brand that grew from $300K a year brand to almost $2 million brand in less than a year and a half. This is a brand that was growing very minimally, maybe around $50K a year to maximum $80K a year for around 5-6 years before this happened. And by applying the strategies that I'm going to talk about in this video, they were able to see a very explosive growth that they've never been able to see before. In this video, I'm going to share with you what we did to the store so you can implement the same strategy for your own store to get the same result. Okay, so here we are. You can see that in the last 1 year, the brand has made around $1.7 million. And we haven't had Black Friday this year yet, but this Q4, they're expected to easily hit $2 million mark at this rate. And we took over this account from March of 2022, and you can really see the difference in sales. So for example, it was around 29K. Now from March, it really slowly went up every single month. And if you take a look at years before, let's say in 2021, which is the year before we started working together, but that was also their best year. Let's see. Yeah, this is 2021. That was the year they had the biggest growth before we started working together. The growth is still pretty minimal. Yeah, like that was the biggest growth. So yeah, the growth is pretty minimal. And then really it's not until we started working together they were able to see this huge growth. So what happened here? The issue here is that before they were not able to utilize the paid ad as their attempts were not successful. They've shared with us they've tried several times, they even hired a freelancer, but they were not seeing the kind of result they were expecting, which resulted them into giving up on advertising completely. But when we looked into their Facebook ad account, we were able to spot the issues right away. And it had nothing to do with the ad account itself or how it's set up. I mean, that was only maybe like 5 to 10% of the problem. The real problem actually had more to do with the marketing fundamentals. So even if their campaigns was set up with just few mistakes here and there, their creatives and copy was not really delivering to the potential customers what's the benefit of their products. So the first thing we did was to rewrite the copy and come with creatives that would actually properly deliver their value to their potential customers. And after fixing the fundamentals, we used TikTok account, both organic and paid, to drive cheap but interested traffic to the website. Also because when we first took over the account, it was spring of 2022, so there are still not too many people were on TikTok organic yet, and TikTok was offering really cheap CPM price for the traffic. As you can see here, the largest amount of traffic comes from TikTok. Then if you look at the sales, majority of the sales come from Instagram and Facebook. Now let's go over to the Facebook side and I'll show you in detail what we did for the Facebook ads. Here I pulled up the result from the day we first started working together until today, and I would say it's pretty safe to say that the result has been pretty good. Also because considering the fact that Meta has been missing quite a bit of purchases since the iOS update, but also because the way this particular brand is selling the product is really unique, and it kind of creates this gap where a lot of the conversions would go missing. So as I mentioned earlier, here we set up a retargeting campaign to retarget all the traffic that comes to the website, including the cheaper higher funnel traffic that we generated on TikTok. And since they were a brand new account in the beginning, we created one ABO campaign for the top of the funnel and tested a lot of different interests, including lookalikes and different interest groups that we thought would have the highest potential of having the customers they were looking for. After testing several different interest groups, we found few that works really well, and we created the CBO campaign to try to transition from the ABO top of the funnel to CBO top of the funnel. Usually this is no problem, but for some reason, for this particular account, both ABO and CBO, they significantly outperform the other one every month. So it kind of switches between them. And so we ended up keeping both for more stable results, since the difference was too big. 1 month ABO would go down to under 2x, for the other month it will be CVO that goes under 2x. So it's like a very unique case, but of course with media buying there's no right answer. The right answer is what brings in the good ROAS and good money. The last thing we did to continue with keeping up with good result was we put a lot of focus on the creative. So bi-weekly and monthly we would analyze the best performing ads. We'll pick out the elements from those best performing ads and repeated those elements to the future creatives to make sure that the new creatives that we bring in, they not only combat the creative fatigue, but also there is a high potential that it will work really well. So as you can see, the structure did a pretty good job growing the brand exponentially, but it didn't just grow the brand, but it also grew the brand while being extremely profitable. It's pretty simple, but that's it for today. If you have any questions about Facebook ads, or if there's any topic on marketing that you want me to cover, you can comment in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.